Hello guys, welcome back. Today we are going to repot this little tree here. You see a new Polyscias that I bought recently that I want to repot into its first little bonsai pot. I wanted to already use a bonsai pot because as Polyscias you can find them often with a quite impressive trunk, as is the case here. And for that reason I want to already showcase that in a nice bonsai pot. So plan for today is to remove all this organic soil, get some inorganic soil, and then pot it up in here. So how are we going to start this? Of course, with taking off this soil. And because this is always a huge mess, I want to do this over a little container. First we get this out, and you can already see a lot of soil breaking off here, which often unfortunately is the case that the root system on trees that you can buy, as is the case here in a garden center, not the best. You can see a lot of excess soil and not many roots. You can see some finer white roots here, but probably this is potted quite deep and you can see all these big chunks of soil just breaking off. Also the case here. So this was also potted up quite deeply. You can see all of this is just stem, just trunk, without any roots yet. And only here now the roots are starting, and those are very fine feeder roots. So let's see. I'm trying to take this off with my fingers as gentle as possible to of course not break any of this root mass, because as I said there is not that much root on it. But of course we still want to clean off all this organic soil as we're potting in inorganic soil. So why inorganic soil? I used to have a Polyscias like this that I potted also in a bonsai pot, but I kept it in organic soil. And it unfortunately died. It had root rot and I couldn't bring it back in time, so I noticed too late that actually the roots were kept too wet, and it's just easier to regulate with inorganic soil. So with inorganic soil, of course, you have to be certain that it doesn't dry out too much, and with fine roots like that, of course, there could be a risk. But when you have a nice watering schedule and you water when the top of the soil, the layer on top, is dry, it also shouldn't dry out any of these roots. But as you can see, there is almost no roots on here. For a tree this size, only this much root, which of course also already looking at how we're going to fixate this tree then will make it difficult to actually tie it in. Here's some bark also underneath that probably was used to grow the roots in a more radial structure. So the structure with a quite shallow root bed and in a radial outline is actually quite good for bonsai, so at least that I'm happy about, and I think we can work with that also in this pot here. Let me just get an initial idea if this pot is fitting. I think it fits perfect size-wise, so we're definitely going to keep that. Let me just go one more time around and still remove some of the soil. It's fine if some organic soil is clinging onto the roots still. It will wash out the first time we water, so we give it a very intense watering then, and then it shouldn't be a problem. So you can see all the soil removed. I will actually use this probably for just some propagation projects that I have, because it is quite nice coco coir, so why not reuse that? But let's for now put it to the side. So here we are, the soil is out of the way, and now it is about time to actually pot in this little bonsai pot in here. I do think the color is also fitting. I chose a rather pale color because the foliage on this tree is so dark and glossy. I think it is quite a nice contrast if we look at it this way. How are we going to pot this up? That is of course also a question. What do we see as the front and as the back? I do rather see this as the front because I do love this feature here with a dyed back trunk that is, you can see the remnants here still. And we also have this little back branch then here, or it functions as a back branch. And if we put it in here, I think this looks quite nice. So let's first prepare the pot. What I already did is put some mesh in here to cover the holes, and also put in some wire to hopefully being able to tie in the tree. And what we do now is a first ground layer of soil. So I'm just getting some soil in here, creating a little mound. And this is just clay, lava rock, perlite, so really completely fully inorganic, and yeah, doing well on most of the trees that I'm having in my collection. So let me set this down and now actually position the tree. It might be a bit too high in this anyway, so we might have to remove some of the soil again. So I'm just moving it to the side here. And as we don't really have roots underneath here, I can easily set this down onto that little layer of soil. And I can see I have not really any space here to tie this down. I can try to sort of tie it in here, so we might move this a bit to the back. And try to tie it down here a bit. And give it some more stability, but this is a bit flimsy in my opinion, and I might change the wire. So I actually changed it for a longer wire still. And we get back the tree, we position it again, we position it, and now we can actually go around here once, and actually quite tighten it quite a lot. I don't think this trunk itself will grow tremendously in the next couple of years. It is already quite thick. I just really need the stability now more than anything else. And I think that we have if we tie it in this way. So now what we have to do is, of course, fill in the rest of the pot with the soil. And let's turn this around still. So there's of course a lot of soil underneath right now, so it doesn't stand that even. And also fill in this area. Make sure all the roots are covered in the soil. And now we still go in with a wooden chopstick and work the soil also underneath the tree. In this case, it shouldn't be too much of a problem because, yeah, we didn't really have any downwards growing roots or very matted root mass, but it still can help to work in the soil a little bit better to see if there is any areas that have not filled in yet, to work down the soil. And if that's the case, of course, also giving the tree some stability and the roots, of course, a better chance of nicely growing. So then we move around all the excess soil still. And there we go. And here we can see now the final result. It is definitely accentuating this very nice trunk in this little pot. And I think it already makes it look like a very mature tree with the nice foliage also growing here with the very glossy look on the foliage on top. I think over time this will develop into a very nice bonsai. We might work again, of course, then a little bit more on the structure of the branches, but the only plan I have for this right now is to give it a really good rinse. Of course, inorganic soil can be quite dusty, so we need to wash out all the excess dust and then let this rest and recover. And I will keep you updated on how this tree is doing and when we work on it the next time. Until then, if you enjoyed this video, of course, feel free to leave a like. If you enjoy my channel, feel free to subscribe. Hope to see you in the next video. Until then, take care.